Mike Preston, president of Micron Manufacturing, and I'm with Mr. Giggles. Mr. Giggles, could you please set up here? And Mr. Giggles is a former actor turned Micron employee. You may remember him from the 2011 Christmas video. So we are driving in a 1962 Studebaker Lark, and this rolled off the assembly line when Micron was already 10 years old. So this is our 65th year in business, and I'd like to thank present, past employees, family and friends, customers, suppliers, for us achieving the 65 years in business. So let's move to the 2017 Micron Christmas video, and it's all about sharing memories, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So with that, I've got to get Mr. Giggles to the airport. He's flying to Madagascar to spend the holidays with family and friends. Take care. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Best Christmas memory. When my nephew was little and he tried to eat the ornaments off the trees. Because when little kids see things, they just shove it in their mouth. So the Christmas ornaments that were within his grasp would go at his face. And the next year we had a sort of ornament-free zone at the bottom of the tree.
When I got like my first Nintendo, that was huge. I was only like 8 years old.
Okay.
So, but that was the first time we spent Christmas here with my mom's brothers and sisters. So that was the first big Christmas. So that was like probably one of the best memories I got.
I guess one of my favorite Christmas experiences in recent years has been with grandkids. I get the biggest kick out of just sitting. I go garbage collector. I siphon all the paper off to make sure toys don't get thrown out or pieces. And it's just sitting there watching grandkids open presents.
When Chris was wrapped up in Christmas lights, shaking all over the place during the Christmas video several years ago, that was a key one.
Really?
Yeah.
Like more than your family?
Yeah, my family still talks about it, the kids. That was great.
When my oldest daughter was born, she was born with a heart condition.
Okay.
And she just about didn't make it.
Oh.
And to have her get there for the first Christmas, well, I'll always treasure that. Yeah, she was, and she was real weak. She was real tired.
Okay.
You know, she was kind of bluish looking because her heart wasn't pumping with the volume of blood it needed to pump.
Right.
And because she had a hole in her heart.
Wow.
And they sewed a velour patch over the hole, and
wow.
Now she's 31.
That's amazing. So she's your Christmas miracle.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, so my Christmas memories go back to, I would say, between ages of 5 and 12. It was kind of a set routine where Christmas Eve we always went to church, and then right after Christmas Eve, after Christmas church, we would go over to my grandparents' house, my dad's parents, and we would get together with my aunts, my uncles, and my cousins, and there was 27 cousins. You know, next day was Christmas Day. We would always get up. We do our family Christmas, immediate family, and then we'd either go to my grandma's house until she moved, and kind of got together with my mom's side, which is exact polar opposite, where I had 2 cousins. Okay. So it was like crazy on Christmas Eve, and then just kind of laid back, and you know, got to watch my grandma drink too much whiskey and get crazy and emotional. And she had my favorite part is she had this like aluminum Christmas tree that was silver, and then she had the reflective disc that spun, and it had red, yellow, and blue on it, so it changed the different colors this Christmas tree would reflect.
When my son was born, he was born 6 days before Christmas.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I think that him being his first Christmas with us. So
okay.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Early 70s, maybe mid 70s. My grandfathers had just passed away, and all my grandmothers, aunts and uncles on both on my mom and dad's side had come to our house instead of us going to Bay City. Everybody was at our house, full. The corner of the Christmas tree was full. The food was full. Yeah.
Oh boy, when I opened up my Sega in, what was it, 94, 95?
Which system?
It was the Sega Genesis. It came with the 6-pack.
Yep.
the game, it was awesome.
Okay.
I played that non-stop all day. Sure, I made my dad mad because I believe there was a Christmas football game that day and he wanted to watch it, and my mom's like, just let him play, he's being quiet.
I have to admit, it's something that I basically do almost every day. I got my 3DS for Christmas a couple years ago. And I think that was like,
Yeah, so Duck Hunt with the regular NES. That was probably the best toy. Yeah, it topped the bike too.
Hands down, without a doubt, Lincoln Logs. You're creative, you can build anything with it, and I'd build forts with towers and then shoot them down with rubber bands.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots have to be it. I like the blue one, but his head popped up too much, so it didn't work out good. So I took the red one instead when I fought my friends.
My wife got me a rifle for Christmas. For our first Christmas together.
I'm assuming it's not a Red Riders.
No, it's not a BB gun. It's pretty S6.
G.I. Joe, Kung Fu Grip, and I would always get the blonde one, so that was, I think, the C, or the Navy guy, or whatever it was, but that was my favorite gift. I got it from my aunt and uncle.
Was it the little? Or
No,
big?
no, it was it was the real deal. I'm old, so it was the real deal. It was the first year they came out with a Kung Fu Grip, as opposed to the fixed hands that you could never get the gun to stay in.
Okay.
That was my favorite one. I would always get the blonde guy, my brother, because he was dark-haired. He always got the dark-haired guy, so he got the Marine or the Army guy. So
I think my Tonka truck. It was a girl's Tonka truck with that pulled it had a horse trailer. It was
Really?
pink. It was pink, and then the trailer was pink and black.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, I don't have that anymore. That was my favorite toy.
I think the best thing was my mom and dad had bought me a whole bunch of football and baseball cards in those trifold cellophane packs.
Yeah.
Gave me a whole slew of those things. With those plastic card carriers to put them in, I was busy forever. As my childhood goes, yeah, those were my favorite.
I did get, it wasn't on Christmas, but I got a drum set. Because it was so expensive, they wrapped it into birthday, Christmas, and then my grandma chipped in on it too. It was like,
Yeah.
alright.
All right, Mr. Giggles. Why don't you tell me about your favorite Christmas memory?
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief. It was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light. It was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair.
Hey, Mr. Giggles. Hey. You look like you drifted off there for a second. What about your favorite Christmas memory? Do you have one for me?